YouTube? It's Ashley with Keller Williams, and I thought I would just go ahead and record and get this out of the way, man. Rip that band-aid off. So, I had my my fourth coaching session with my coach, and I had to get a new coach. So, basically, I'm not sure what happened, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I got a little bit frustrated, and I don't know. I'm so torn about the decision, honestly. I'm a little bit torn about the decision, but, I just had to make a decision. You know why I had to make a decision? Because I don't really have time to be messing around. So I think, what can I learn from this? I'm trying to like really think about like what can I take away from this situation? I mean, one, I think this was sort of the right thing to do. I think I have this tendency to try to like work on relationships and work things out and figure out how to better communicate with people and all that stuff. And I think, I don't know. I think that's just not always the best strategy, honestly. I mean, while I do believe that there's value in that, I think sometimes if it isn't what it is, kind of to begin with, then, why try to make something out of something that isn't what it is? If that makes any sense. Let's see. I mean, you're probably wondering right now, like, well, what was the real problem? I think that I really wanted more direct instruction. Like direct instruction. Like, pick that up. Not like, well, picking that up would be like the highest and best use of your time. But, I don't need a long story. Okay? I don't need a long story. If what I need to do is do like 100 sit-ups a day or whatever, like, that's what I need to know. Just tell me what it is that you think the plan should be, and let's roll. Now, if you don't know what the plan should be, then I'm gonna come up with my own shit, and I'll follow my own plan. So, I think that's sort of where the difficulty was. And, maybe it's just about, me figuring out or sort of readjusting my expectations. One, either establishing my expectations in the beginning, or being more flexible with my expectations. Like maybe I need to be more clear about what I'm expecting. That's possible. Yeah, I don't really know. It's very confusing. I'm not. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I do try to I try to look at these situations and try to think about, okay, what could I do next time to make this more successful? I mean, maybe there's nothing to do, because here's the thing. It's sort of like, I was thinking about Grant Cardone, and he was talking about hiring employees for his company, and he was saying that he should be firing more people. He should be making more mistakes by firing and hiring a bunch of people and then firing them. And there's this part in Be Obsessed or Be Average where he says something like, let's go and knock off some heads or whatever. And he's like, we should be firing people because when we fire people, we make money or whatever. I don't know. All right, so here's the quote. The quote is, we hire people so we can fire people because every time we do, we make money. Anyway, it's a really, really good book. I went back to go and find it because I was kind of stumbling over it. And there was another quote. The other quote was, I fire people constantly. He says, let's get rid of some people, I say. Today is the day we make the business grow again. Let's chop ahead. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about obsession here. I'm talking about getting things done. Oh, man. I know, it's exciting. So basically, here's the deal. I already had a conversation with somebody. Hopefully I'm being matched with a different coach. See how it goes. funny quote, okay? And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe like I just need to be firing more people. Like I've never really like fired somebody before. But you know what? There's a trend starting. I don't know if you saw my video about the Tom Ferry conference. When I was sitting next to that lady at the conference that sort of had like a crappy attitude and I didn't really like what we were doing together, and I changed my environment. And I was like, well, I'm not going to sit next to her. I basically fired her. I didn't want her to be my partner for the rest of the day. I fired her, okay? And you know what? Look, I feel pretty good. No, maybe just fire more people. Like, I don't know, just fire. Like, boom. Like, I'm on a roll right now. Like, if you need to fire somebody today, call me. I am happy to fire, like, I'll fire everybody. Feeling pretty fucking good about it. Anyway, well, we're gonna move on to coach number 2. And, you know, maybe what I need to do is make a commitment to myself. Like if by session number 2 or 1 or 2, if it's not feeling right, fire. Boom, new one. Done. Game over, right? Like, don't waste any time. Don't waste any freaking time. No time to waste, man. All right. So, yeah, I try to keep these, I'm a little bit ranty right now today. Anyway, check my Facebook page out and, you know, hit the like button, follow me, and subscribe to my channel. You know, like the video, leave comments down below, hate the video, you know, whatever. It would just be nice to have a little bit of feedback. And check out my website, ashleybolden.com, and I will see you again soon, YouTube.